Hey Nick, hey Kiara. Would you both like a shout out? Hey, there's a shout out for Kiara, and I'll just do Nick in a few minutes when that's finished timing out. Yeah, I'm good. Uh, I was just mentioning to Nick in chat earlier. I well, I was super sleepy from the end. Uh, well, I'll just source up my links on Discord and I'll do a bit of pre-ramble then. Hey Nolus, could you do me a favour? Count to 60 seconds and then give Nick a shout out. But yeah, any case, I hope everyone's having a good start to their week, or a good continuation if you like me and work weekends. And thank you for giving Nick the shout out, no less. Okay. Camera on. How's it going, everyone? Oh, raise my mic. Oh, adjust my horns because, yeah, to be fair, I didn't really. Yep, that's better. Oh yeah, so speaking of horns, obviously I can't put them on my forehead, but I've sort of finished the initial paint job on my tiefling, well, my D&D tiefling horns. So obviously I've done sort of a... Hey, Icky. Oh, can we get a shout out for Icky as well? Kiara, you're preparing for work? Yep, I'm good. I've had a solid 9 hours of sleep, so, you know, I'm actually well rested now. Had a pretty ridiculous weekend, which I'll get into while the game's loading. But yeah, basically, still haven't finished painting the damage. Keep forgetting this webcam hasn't been turned around, but that's just a dark brown. Whereas I've gone with a lighter brown and then a you know, just a sort of an orange overlay, and that looks quite nice. I think I might do some sort of dark highlights on the underside, just to get a bit more depth. Maybe highlight the ridges, although I don't know if I'll do that with a lighter colour on top or a darker colour below. I'm still not entirely sure what I'll do for the damage, but yeah, we'll see. Let's just... Nick, you think they're looking rad? Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, that's good, because obviously it's pretty much your stream they're going to be appearing in. Just start the game up. And set it so you can actually see it. Okay, the window capture. And a game capture. Specific window. Pathfinder Kingmaker. And I'll just disappear a second. And I'm back. Notice they're a bit Nicole Bolas, the dragon villain from Magic the Gathering. Oh, I assume that... Well, I need to really dig up on Magic the Gathering lore, but I assume that's good. Icky, been a decent start to the week, although your fuzzy house guest is going home tonight. Aww. That would be your parents' cat. If you like all cats is perfect. Oh, hello, Suki the Dwagon. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. Do you prefer Suki or Wagon? You've been meaning to get into Pathfinder on tabletops at some point. You prefer Suki? Fair enough. Yeah, I quite like Pathfinder myself. I mean, I've been playing a non-streamed game on Sundays, and obviously it's mechanically a lot more crunchy than 5th edition D&D, but it's got some sort of fun parts. Like, I think I really prefer the action economy system, you know, just because you have the free moves you can do what you want with. That's Pathfinder 2e. Obviously, this game is based on Pathfinder 1st edition, so the rules are slightly different and much closer to 3rd edition D&D, which is an interesting can of worms. Although, to be fair, I think in a system like 3rd edition D&D or Pathfinder, it's a bit sort of, well, being on a computer actually helps a lot, just because, you know, it just gives you the feats and stuff right up front instead of forcing you to search them. You've been meaning to get into Pathfinder 2nd edition specifically. Yeah, I believe they're going to be releasing a new edition of the books. They're a bit sort of easier to get into soon. So it's probably never been a better time. Well, in any case, we're just gonna rest. I mean, I suppose the interesting thing is, sort of Pathfinder 2nd edition has reminded me sort of some of the less fun parts of 3.5 edition, in that there's quite a lot of feats you have to worry about when you're leveling up a character. So that part can be a bit frustrating. Okay, let's see. I'm already doing this at once. Oh yeah, I need to arrest this guy. I think I've got a thing going for that. Companion quest, chase my shadow. Oh yeah, I need to go visit the Valley of the Dead, which was the place of a previous quest. Oh yeah, and I've got to go meet this guy at Brionheart. I think the Valley of the Dead was over here. Yep. I might have to claim the Tours of Levy just so I can claim that magic circle. Icky, by arrest we mean murder. No, we're going to give them a fair trial and execute them legally. Unless they put up a fight, of course. We're not police officers. Suki, you love how in-depth the character creation is. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's sort of a apples and oranges situation. Obviously, it makes it more complicated, but you can, well, you get a lot of options. I think my favourite is obviously the gunslinger literally has an entire sort of path that's sort of like an equilibrium style gun caster. Oh, Suki's trapped in adverts. Sorry about that. Okay, I don't think I've seen this guy before. Greetings, your highness. As you know, I was born in Kyonin, the most wonderful land that has ever existed. And yes, I must say, living in your country is a pleasure for me. Oh, you're welcome. The people here seem to be content. They trust you and they trust me as your court craftsman. It's important to know who one's patron is and how she treats her subjects. Oh wait, maybe I do know this person. It's a fine thing to share in the joy and amusement. Look, this is my gift to you, Queen. Items received. Dystopia. Is he trying to tell me something? Okay, Dystopia is a spear, +2 enhancement. The wooden surface is coated in thin ornament, the hallmark of Kimiel Tavon, the Queen's Court Master. This +2 necrotic spear grants its wielder a +5 morale bonus to all athletics checks, and the ability to cast inflict critical wounds 3 times per day as a 7th level cleric. +2 enhancement bonus. Necrotic, 1d6 points of negative energy damage on a successful hit. Okay, Suki, you only use one third-party book. Ah, that's fair. I'll be honest, I only own one physical Pathfinder book, and that is Dark Archive, which is fun because it's just the general you know, sort of like cryptids and the like, which has actually come in very handy for my 2nd edition Pathfinder game I mentioned, because it's sort of a light-hearted Scooby-Doo mystery affair. So of course I made it so the main antagonist was cursed to act like a certain well-known wealthy person who I'll not name. Oh, welcome back from advertising purgatory, Suki. Yeah, I think I have it at the default setting that disables pre-rolls, but the problem is that sort of basically I think it's like 3 minutes of adverts every hour, which is not ideal. Out of interest, what sort of character have you rolled? So, level 60 character just for funsies? Yeah, I don't know. Would that mean each advert was only 30 seconds long? You're mainly recreating an OC? I mean, every character is basically an OC, so that makes sense. I mean, some more OC than others. Like, obviously, what I like to do when I'm creating a new character is sort of start off with a character I like, but try and sort of crowbar them into a situation that doesn't quite fit. And that just creates a completely new character. Specifically Suki, the one in your username. Are they by any chance a wagon? Because I know first edition Pathfinder has the Dragon Disciple Sorcerer. Don't know if it's available in Pathfinder 2. A fluffy one. Nice. Is that a sort of a custom style of dragon, or is it more like a sort of an Asian style dragon sort of thing? Because I think Pathfinder has that as an option. The third party book you used is supposed to make dragons playable. I'll call an Eastern style dragon. It's kind of interesting that pretty much every culture seems to have some sort of dragon, but they vary wildly. I mean, I'm sure an anthropologist would correct me on that, but yeah, should probably do some ranking up. Oh yeah, before we do anything else, I wanted to build a couple of things. So I need to build a quarters for the kobolds. That's 175 BP. Oh, Mage's Tower. Ooh, free printing house. I'll build that. Wait, was there a goblin? Yep. So kobold and goblin quarters. That's 300 BP total. Okay, I need to go buy some BP. Suki managed to create her super accurately, from being able to see souls, travel the stars, enter dreams, eat spells, telepathically speak, and tons more. You did ignore some of the prerequisites for stuff, but whatever. Yeah, it's okay to ignore some rules. I mean, a level 60 character is already going to be quite OP. It's really a matter of how the GM feels in the end. I might be crazy, but I feel like the loading times in this game have been getting worse since I started playing. Okay, what's this caravan about? Oh wait, is it just the circus? Oh hey, is this a new merchant? Oh no, it's just Verdel. You got any new items? Nope, just a nicer store. Okay. Build points, build points, build points. Build points. I need 300 of them. Icky, you wonder if load times increase the more I do and change about the world. Yeah, that makes sense. Suki, you don't plan on bringing her into any games with others. It's more you just testing to see how well you could recreate her as a Pathfinder character. Oh yeah, that's fair. Like, it's fun to try and recreate characters, in general. Your Persona Suki is a deity, so it makes some sense to make her level 60 to an extent, even if she's not going to be used in any Pathfinder games. I mean, I suppose if you ever ran a game, you could always use her as a NPC. Or I suppose you could ask the GM to use her as an actual deity, if you wanted to roll like a cleric or something. Oh yeah, I was going to build those. Yeah, for whatever reason, the Goblin Quarters. And the Kobold Quarters. Hmm. Okay, not quite enough space for those yet. Unless it lets me rotate them. Oh well. Suki is still absolutely flawed. You're able to perfectly recreate her in Pathfinder 2nd Edition with just one third-party book, when in D&D 5th Edition, you'd have to use lots of homebrew just to recreate her. Yeah, it sort of comes from the, there's still sort of a direct line from 3.5 Edition, where it, you know, basically a lot of 3.5 Edition, well, 3.5 Edition had a lot of content and rules just because, it was open source enough that splat books were the order of the day. 4th edition basically nixed that, but Pathfinder sort of kept it going. So there was a lot of, because obviously Paizo were a third party created for 3.5 edition D&D, so they sort of, I guess they understood the value of it, even if they have other flaws as a company. So yeah, Pathfinder very much has a lot of third-party content and a lot of first-party content, whereas with 5th edition it's a bit more curated, I think. You think you definitely like Pathfinder a lot more than 5th edition? Ah, yeah, definitely has its charms. I think personally I like them both equally. I think I still prefer sort of fiction first games. Like, I'm one of those people who's really into Blades in the Dark, and I'm also very hyped for I don't know if anyone else has been talking about it, but as anyone who knows me on Discord will know, I will not shut up about Girl in the Moonlight. Sorry, Girl by Moonlight. which is a Forged in the Dark game, which is exactly what it sounds like. What is Blades in the Dark, Suki? Glad you asked. Blades in the Dark is a fiction-first role-playing game made by Evil Hat Productions. Its basic premise is that you're a gang of criminals in a sort of a steampunk setting who are carrying out heists, and it's sort of it's designed to very much replicate a heist movie in structure. In fact, you could probably recreate the D&D movie quite readily in Blades. The main mechanics are basically whenever you do something, you roll a pool of dice instead of a d20. So you roll a pool of d6s. A character who's sort of decent at something is usually rolling 2 or 3. And the highest result informs how well it goes. If you roll 1 to 3, it fails. If you roll 4 or 5, it succeeds, but there's some sort of complication. If you roll a 6, it succeeds completely, there's no complication. And if you roll 2 6s, you get a crit. This is the lowest. Okay, our diplomat is busy. And basically the idea is, unless you're very lucky, generally everything you succeed in doing will still have some sort of complication. So you'll have to keep sort of basically the players have to keep plate spinning, just sort of like how a heist movie has everything going wrong, and they sort of scramble to keep their plan going. And it also has a mechanic called flashbacks, where basically a character can flashback to something they set up in advance, which is very nice because it stops all the sort of complicated planning stages of everything, and they can just jump straight into the action. Girl by Moonlight is basically a Forged in the Dark game. That is a game based on Blades in the Dark system, which is itself based on the Apocalypse World system. And it's basically does a similar thing, but you're basically playing as a group of magical girls, which is basically shorthand for more like, well, they don't have to be magical and they don't have to be girls. Basically, it says magical girl, but you could recreate sort of Sailor Moon, or you could recreate Evangelion, or you could even recreate Battlestar Galactica. Kiara, you wish you could flash back. You remember the last time you did? I mean, I flash back all the time. Okay, that's a lot of events. Okay, court intrigue failed. The intruder failed because I didn't assign anyone. The shipwreck failed. Ooh, the missing ambassador was recovered. I mean, well, avenged. Commercial advantage, triumph, plus 11 to economy, heck yeah. Trade agreement with Gralton. Okay, what happened to all my BP then? Here, you flash back every time you get ready for bed. You should really close those curtains. Christian. There are more and more workers in the kingdom, and our farmers require more plots of fruitful soil. The ordinary people regard you as their defender against the iniquity of the merchants, and they've come to you with a request. Your subjects wish to clear and plough some nearby oak groves, where wealthy men, both local and Brevin, have hunted and sport for many years. The merchants won't like it, but I'm sure you can agree that the food for the children and the elderly is far more important than sports for the idle. Won't you agree? Tristan knows what's up. You're merciful. The people will never forget who granted them land for their honest labour. Okay, I need to get some EP quickly. Ah, shoot. Still negative. Okay, what events? Peasants in wealthy regions refuse to pay taxes. I believe in you, Jubilost. Tracking the path of the wild hunt. Okay. Okay, can't have that. Jubilost is going to be busy for... Exactly, there's a bread point. Suki, you have to go? Okay, fair enough. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope you have a nice evening. Feel free to ask me about Pathfinder or Blades. Especially Blades. I'll not shut up about Blades. Here you can't have that. Polite thieves only. I mean, to be fair, Brazen's a certain sort of polite. Oh, I guess it now. I'm at minus 100 BP because the thieves broke into the treasury. Okay, we're going to cancel that. And I'm going to put Jubilost on this now. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to put Valerie in charge of that because... No. She only has a 35% chance of succeeding. Let's do some more ranking up then. Okay, we found the guy we need to arrest. Okay, the circus succeeded. Lots of extra triumph and loyalty and culture. Brazen thieves have been brought to justice, and I'm back in the red. Here, I got a huge smile on my face when I got asked about blades. I mean, come on, I'm a rogue main, and it's basically a game where the entire party's rogues. And as I've said, I'm still extremely hyped about Girl by Moonlight. I backed the Kickstarter, or rather, I backed it on BackKit, but you know, we can just call it Kickstarter for shorthand. And I think the estimated release date is January next year. So, only half a year to go. You do enjoy a good game of Blades, Nick? Well, I don't know. I've seen you get your characters killed off. Oh, the Sentinel failed. Wow. That's just bad luck. I like that the air guards didn't like working with the robot and just broke it. Okay, he's been discovered. Okay, Desna has shrines. Grace needs my help, that's in the throne room. New priest of Abadar. Who should I put in charge? Light from a god. Okay, I want this to succeed. Winged menace. Damn harpies. Okay, no one can do anything about this. Truth of the blade. Okay, Valerie, I believe in you. Okay, let's see what this is all about then. Exactly, Iki. Back Kickstarter. Speaking as someone who's chosen field might include programming those robots, you guess it. Yeah. I mean, I work in retail and that's becoming increasingly automated, and I get to. I mean, to be fair, a lot of it's asking customers older customers to use a self-checkout is an event. As is expecting customers to use self-service drink machines. Okay.
Greetings, Your Highness. Something curious happened yesterday. During my evening promenade, I met a young man. His name is Lazio Messus, a young composer from Absalom. He told me that he left his hometown in search of inspiration. He's astonished by the story of your ascension to the throne, Your Highness. So impressed, in fact, that he's determined to compose an opera about it.
Why do my characters always get plays written about them?
He's asked permission to live and work in the palace so he might draw your character from real life. Nevertheless, I think we should say no. Ours must be free. Living here will make him feel obligated to us. Seeing you every day, he'll lose the dispassionate distance that every artist needs to see his subject clearly. He will hardly understand the virtue of your decision now, but this freedom will do him much good. A flower grown in a greenhouse will wither and perish at the first sign of cold. A weed on the roadside will stand firm through drought and the storm, whatever trial it faces.
Okay, and that cost me a 1 BP per week. Yeah, make your own decision.
Thank you for your work, your trust, Your Highness. In due time, we'll see positive effects that freedom may have on the artist and his creations.
Exactly, Icky. Customers who are outright offended at the concept of age verification. Like, it's bad enough when you have to ask a customer if they look under 25, but yeah, obviously they never see the flag up on the machine. But you know, I think middle-aged men are just a bit too comfortable with never having to be questioned, because it just sort of you can just see that really specific grin they get on their face whenever they're using the self-checkout, and it's like, please wait for the cashier to verify your age. Projects. Improving cultural development. And support the curator's endeavours, which I can't really do till he's finished. What rank ups have we got at the moment? Yeah, everyone's busy at the moment, so... Yep, I guess we're going to go and arrest a corrupt merchant. Yeah, the other thing I want to do, I guess I'll put Jaethal in my party. So I can go do her loyalty mission as well. Who do I want to get rid of? Sorry, knock knock, I'll be right back. Poacher's hideout. Okay, this isn't too far to go. Old Mesa. How haven't I investigated this yet? Well, we'll get to that in a sec. So yeah, the Inquisitor, which is Jaethal's class, the main ability is that they can take while they get some divine casting abilities. But their main interesting ability is that they can take teamwork feats. And they'll apply to the whole party automatically. Seriously? Okay, luckily I didn't have anything to dispel. Okay, Jubilost has apparently got higher disarm than me, apparently. Okay. Morhallen. Morhallen looks at you apprehensively, but his voice sounds confident.
Greetings, your highness. I can see that my humble efforts to escape your otherwise observant royal gaze seem to have miserably failed. Well, that'll be all right. It remains for me to make you an offer you will find hard to resist.
I finish disarming your traps first. What are you suggesting?
The very same thing that I offer all the other over-meticulous hunters and prying guards. Gold. Gold, your highness. All that I've managed to save and scrape up over my life. Rest assured, it's a very substantial amount. You wouldn't reject an offer like this just because some naive spring chicken decided they wanted to play justice?
Dude, you've been skinning those cool, friendly lizard folk guys. No less can they get passed without trace. Oddly enough, I'm not entirely sure it's available in this game. Oh, dropped my phone. Horns are okay. Okay, so neutral evil. I like this idea. Neutral good. What a disgusting offer. You'll be brought to justice.
Help me. Help me, lads.
Well, if it has to be violence, let's see.
Stand down.
No sneak attack, eh? Alright, Kanara. Newcomb. Alright, yeah, I've got this activated as well. I maximize it so it does the maximum possible amount of... Whoa, that's quite a bit of HP they got there. Foul, do something, would you? Useful. Lindsay, haste everyone. Okay, let's see what they got. Not much, apparently. Okay, greater invisibility. That's concerning. Let's see. Dispelling bomb. Perfect. Now don't they feel silly? Okay, gonna get my sword out.
You offend me.
Oh damn, that's nasty. Oh, you come again. Okay, they all passed their saving throws. What have we got here? Ah, why not? Only 14 HP. Oh well. That'll show 'em. Ikifu. RPG item concept. Misspelling bomb. Victims make typos for 24 hours. I mean, you joke, but that'll be devastating for a wizard who had to scribe stuff into their spellbook. Sneak attack. Oh, bloody heck. They're all getting sneak attacks. We can't have that. Gurgle, gurgle.
Your time is over.
Okay, and Kanara. Lindsay doesn't have really much in the way of attacks.
Serves you right.
Stop. I beg your mercy, milady. You win. Jail is better than the grave.
I'll call you jerk off then. Okay, let's take their stuff. Ooh, valuable. Where is he?
And Lindsay was called forth.
State your desire. Hashani Savitur. What a surprise. Your wish granted. An expected result.
Okay, I didn't realise your foul had so many ranks in disarming traps.
Expected result.
Okay, ooh. Light crossbow, you say? Okay, just a +2 one. Anything else in here? Just a bunch of loot. Wow, they've got a lot of hide. Maybe I shouldn't think too much about that.
This is my time to shine.
Lizard folk skins.
I decree we set up camp.
Okay, I guess we're going back to the capital.
Why don't we set up camp?
Oh, time to get some rest, isn't it?
I'll visit the odd messer after I've sorted this stuff out.
Resting would be nice, don't you?
Anyone got any plans for the week then? Oh, that's a lot of alchemist fire. I don't think I'll need all of it. Notice you've got an online job interview of some kind tomorrow morning. Remote data entry. Interesting. I nearly took a data entry job while I was in between jobs after leaving university. But in the end, I got my current retail job. Your mileage may vary if that's better or worse. Mm-mm. Okay, the lizard folk skins weigh £10 each. That explains everything. Plus, you know, they carry the weight of what you did to those poor lizard folk. Kiara, you got to get to work. Have a nice stream. Oh, hope your shift goes well, Kiara. Thanks as always for dropping by. And as a reminder, everyone follow Kiara. She does a lovely stream every well, every morning. I mean, early in the morning for her, sort of midday for me. Right, anyway, it's time for Jaethal's loyalty mission. Well, as soon as I've done looking at what's on that mesa, because I'm curious now. You know, maybe we'll meet a physicist making the worst mistake of his life. No less. Maybe a gravity gun. That was a joke. Haha, fat chance.
Their sight betrays them.
Dun 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 dun. What is a mesa anyway? Isn't it like a mountain that's flattened out? Oh wow. A werewolf. Agree's a werewolf. I mean, I'm sure it's a pretty good werewolf, but...
Adventures are exciting. Away, you rascal!
Stab. Well, that didn't last long.
Shadows engulf me.
I'll share my path.
I don't think the greater werewolf was that great, you know? I mean, you know, I'm sure his friends thought he was okay, but... No, less kind of a plateau, you think? Maybe a less flat plateau? Okay. Or I suppose more like a mountain range then, but not particularly high. I'll be honest, Valve Games are the only reason I know how to pronounce Mesa. And I'll also be honest, every time I hear it, I always think, Mesa Jar Jar Binks! Okay, who's this poor person over here? Okay, quite a wealthy person. Okay, and that's just the exit. I wonder if there's a quest I was supposed to do here that I timed out on or something. Well, in any case, it's time to travel a long, long way, all the way over to here. Maybe I should claim the tours of Lebanese. You know what, I'll travel back to Tuskdale. I'll claim the Tours of Lebanese. And then I can claim those resources while I'm there. Nolis, you mean Misa? That was Misa. But you didn't realise I meant Rissendown. Didn't mean Rissendown. Okay. Okay, so I can only claim Glenbourne. Proceed with seizing a territory, eh? Oh, that'll be useful when I start exploring there. Okay, events. Success tracking the wild hunt. Arrears, timed out. Last War's cavalry. Oh, I lost espionage for that. Also, I never saw it. High Priest, General. Okay, everyone wants to speak to me. Here is reward. Do something about the rats. Okay, everyone wants to speak to me. Aren't I the popular one? Faster region claims and upgrades. Let's go. Nolis, claim the tools of lemonade. Job nibbles his moustache, annoyed.
Oh, these stolen lands. They're a breeding ground for filth. No sooner have I dealt with one crisis, another is on its way. This time a preacher of a religion that no one's ever heard of has ventured into your lands. People say that this priest spoke of some speakers of the depths. It's the first time I'm hearing any of this, but the name alone says you shouldn't have expected anything good from them. But alas, not all our people are as reasonable as you. And the preacher has already gathered his first followers. Your Highness, I beg you, please decide what we're to do with him. If you ask me, I say we would run him off with a pitchfork.
Okay, what have we got? I've never heard of these speakers of the depths. Who are they? The priest ponders.
I know many gods. Some of them show favour to mortals, some show wrath. But some want nothing to do with the people of Golarion. The speakers of depths may be of this sort, who knows? All the more reason to prevent your subjects' heads to be filled with this rubbish.
Okay, I'll allow his... Do we allow it? Or do we tell him to go away? Yeah, I'm gonna say Speakers of the Depths sounds a bit sus. So let's not. Valerie. Brioche, I was born in a noble family, so I can imagine why you decided to entrust me with a diplomatic position. I understand how noble persons think and how they should be addressed. But I also know that nobility doesn't always solve their problems openly. Sometimes a dagger or poison or a purse of gold in the right pocket can do far more and charters and official letters could hope to achieve. But I myself am no infiltrator. These methods disgust me. You should choose some other minister to lead your spies. But now to the point. A guard detail from 7 Archers has been stopped at the border. They've been sent by the voice of the wind, a druid charged with diplomacy in this river kingdom. The guards are hunting some elven criminal, a fugitive, who is hiding in our lands. They've asked us to provide the support, and they seem concerned we might instead help him escape to Kyonin. I don't advise taking either side. Everyone knows that the people of 7 Archers have no love of elves, and rarely judge them equitably. But everyone has heard of the elven conspiracy to reclaim 7 Archers and for themselves. Either way, this argument has nothing to do with us. I recommend you refuse to allow the guards onto our lands, but don't help the runaway elf either. Tell me about this conflict between 7 Archers and Kyonin. The elf's ancestors even built the 7 Archers, which give the city its name. Then elves abandoned their shrines, or put it more precisely, they fled. The druids then came to this place to make it their own. Now the Oaken stewards rule there. The elves of Kyonin keep trying to return to 7 Archers, though they abandoned the place many centuries ago. Meanwhile, the druids see a spy in every elf, and won't tolerate them on their land. Although without the elves there wouldn't be any archers at all. Anyway, it's a complicated story, with no one clearly in the right or wrong. I mean, it sounds kind of like the druids kind of in the wrong. Hey Keith. Everything sounds sus? It's Pathfinder. I mean, yep, they went edgy. Fantastic queer rep, but very edgy. Yeah, we're helping the elf. Good sense be damned. I don't like hiding fugitives from justice until it's proven that their trial was corrupt, and I'm more troubled by the thought that your decision was guided not by your desire to see justice done, but to befriend the elves. I mean, that's a nice bonus, but... Octavia's agitated. Grave news, Brioche. The chieftain, Daver of the Grey, has bitten off more than he can chew. He sparked a riot in the Nar marches, obviously in an attempt to overthrow you. So we have ourselves quite a situation. On the other hand, we can send our forces led by the general. On the other hand, the treasurer might offer a bounty for Davar's head, but I believe the best way forward is to use diplomacy to persuade the peasants to lay down their weapons. They mustn't die in this petty war just because some villain abuses their trust. Please remember this when it's time to make your decision. Well, that's not good. How are you doing anyway, Keith? Amiri. There's been an accident, Brioche. A board patrol got buried under an avalanche in the eastern mountains. They're trapped and they won't survive. Some of our other soldiers want to go rescue their friends but the mountains are still angry. The earth is rumbling and the stones are moving. I can hear it even from here. Amiri shrugs coldly. We Kellids appreciate a helping hand. When the mountains are angry, you should flee. When someone finds bad luck in the mountains, they can't be saved. They belong to the spirits. Mess with the mountains and you die. Unless you want to bury your whole army under new avalanches, just forbid the rescue mission. Yeah, you know, if they want to save their friends, they can save their friends. Only fools challenge mountains. This is a dumb lesson to teach, Chief. Well, I'm kinda dumb. What are you gonna do about it? Icky! Oh, and hey, Draco. Thank you for the 200 bits, Icky. You haven't had an excuse to bits for a while, so you're making one. Beats. Bits of this, bits of that. Chemo bows awkwardly, a broad smile dancing on his lips. It's ready. I brought you something. Shady longbow. Thank you, Chemo. Could you make something specific for me? A quiver of arrows. The elf gives a leisurely nod. I'll do it. Okay, what does this do? Ooh. Okay, that is a very good rogue weapon, so I'm going to give it to Octavia. I mean, I lose the 2d6 damage, but that's not too much compared to the sneak attack damage she gets anyway. Plus 3 invisibility castings. How are you doing anyway, Drago? Oh yeah, I guess I've got a new advisor slot. A minister. I guess Jaethal will have to do it. Seeing as Jubilost is my treasurer. The Grey Rebellion. Jubilost, how long are you going to be? 14 frickin' days. What's he doing again? Okay, it's the day it began, so I can just cancel it. Grass is poisoned there because it sounds dangerous. On the other hand, Tristian might be more suited. Yeah, I think Tristian might be a bit more suitable here. Yeah, easier claim. Definitely a good one. Okay, let's rank up Divine. Oh cool, we found the thieves. Hey Yan, how's it going? Drago, you're doing pretty good. That's good. Here you're distracted by cat handover. Do I have a slot for leveling reasons or Klingon promotion reasons? Leveling reasons. Because I've unlocked the slot now. Okay, that was failed. That was succeeded. Triumph. Aggressive expansion. The time it takes to expand is cut in half. Okay, do I have... Yes. Not quite. I need 35. So I'll just get 40 BP. Don't really have the cash for that one right now. General's busy. Don't have the money for that. Should do something about that. Well, I can't have this. Okay, we can't have arsonists going around. Guess I'm Jaethal.
Good day, Your Highness. I received a curious reminder of my status as a court artisan. A few preachers visited my workshop, praising you and expressing their gratitude for a warm welcome they received in your lands. After they left, I decided to make a contribution to our common cause. Here's a special gift for you, Your Highness. I hope it will prove useful. New item, integrity. Interesting. Cloth armor. This robe grants its wearer +3 resistance when on will, fortitude, and reflex saving throws, and the ability to cast blindness once per day as a 5th level wizard. Nice. Don't really want to give up that +5 deflection bonus. Oh yeah, plus I get a +3 resistance to all saving throws. Still, does anyone else need it?
I can give her that. Icky. Nobody wantonly spreads fire in my domain except me. Exactly. No less Sam Vine's energy. Yeah, I'm not really sure it's Sam Vine's energy. Sam Vine's would be more like no one spreads fire in my domain except the members of the Watch who are good at it. No less. I won't have some bloody great alligator setting fire to my city. If anybody sets fire to my city, it's going to be me. Oh yeah, that's fair. Icky, in fairness, alligators can't aim Molotov cocktails to save their lives. Yeah, it's true. I've seen it. They're terrible shots. No less. He might have specified flying alligator. You're not sure about the wording. Icky, alligators have better luck with carpet bombing. I want to disagree, but you're not technically wrong. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Okay, she's only got +2 dexterity, so... Yes. Okay, looking snazzy. Okay, nothing new in there. And we'll sell this off. Not that I'm complaining, but why's there a dog wandering around my throne room? Wonder why only one of the merchants seems to have a bigger hut. Does it depend on the amount I sell them or something? Okay, Jaethal. Yeah, give her a ring of protection. Okay, I don't think she's actually got the ability to channel negative energy, so I think she's a wisdom-based class. Well, why choose? And thank you for the quote, Icky. If you're responsible for the entire welfare of an entire queendom, you want an emotional support doggo too. That's a fair point. Although, you know, I think the vibe I'd go for is more like, you know, just have a cat's pet while I'm sort of looking down on my subjects. I think that's the vibe I'd go for. Really wish they'd stop kneeling. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I want to double check something. Yep, still lawful neutral. Like, I've got a really good suit of armour that only good aligned characters can wear. I was kind of hoping her quest would you know, make her lawful good or something, so she could equip it. Oh, anyways, enough of that. Time to trek to the exactly, the Blofeld approach, no less. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to claim this area for myself, but off we go on a 2-day journey. Someone wants a scrap? Let's oblige.
I'll scout ahead.
A Spriggan crossbowman. Well, he doesn't look too happy.
Is there trouble? Stand down.
We'll do it the hard way.
Who's next? Don't think they've even managed to get a hit in yet. Icky, fisticuffs, or mistycuffs if you will. Exactly. Okay, can Amiri charge all the way up there? No. Size alteration. Okay, I guess they're going to make me run all the way across the map for this. Okay, do I have a clean shot? No. Icky, cardio is hardio. True thanks. Okay, if I'll get him.
Things.
You deserved it.
And that was the end of that, I guess. Okay, what's going on in the kingdom? Veterans. Can someone look into this? Nope, not yet. Okay, Tristan will be done in 6 days, so... Yeah, I've got time. Who's next?
I'll scout ahead.
Okay, Primal Manticore. Primal Manticore.
A simple smile goes a long way.
A fatal mistake.
Concealment be damned. Concealment is no help when you explode. Proven fact.
Any last wishes? You offend me.
A clever ploy.
Yeah, I guess we can't skin the one we exploded. New things.
I decree we set up camp.
Ghost Stone. Precipice Trail. Ah, yep, so Jaethal has the special role where we basically get a couple of free skeletons. Chocolate ice cream. Rice and nut pudding sounds good.
I don't know what to think about all the troubles in the Stolen Lands. On one hand, they open exciting opportunities for us. But all this chaos is killing me. Sometimes literally.
It's the price we pay for being the pioneers on the frontier of civilization. There are many things here that threaten our lives. Monsters, bandits, and don't forget the damned mosquitoes.
Okay, ooh, I can claim this one. Stop. We need to go back and steal it. Oh wait, I don't have enough BP in the treasury. Fix that. Kind of want to look in the trail.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
Really? Are you sure there aren't any situations where putting yourself at a disadvantage isn't smart? No. What you said is absolutely insipid, Jubilos. Please shut up. Okay. Something around here. No less, you missed it. What did he say? Oh, it's just his gaining the advantage is always smart line. Okay, there's a cave. Good place to be ambushed, I guess. Okay, let's take a look in the cave then. Fun cave. Sure nothing will go wrong. Hello? Okay, spiders. Bones. Mature. A fag. Chaotic evil humanoid. Quite a few hit points. Okay, its wisdom score isn't great. Okay, they're basically the evil kind of giant. I can murder with impunity.
Full of wonder. Your time is over. Come at me, I dare you.
Jubilost, being the one who's winning is always a good play. Belben, Fropple, or whatever his name is. Oh, hey Frost, how's it going? Frost doesn't really stream at the moment, but can we give her a shout out anyway? And yep, it's going pretty good. I've had 9 hours of sleep, so I'm doing pretty well. Ooh, I always forget about that. Oh well. Lindsay, haste the party. Yeah, I've got some well, my project to make some new horns for my D&D characters going well. Can't really put them on my forehead at the moment because I'm wearing these ones. And after that, I'm going to make ears for this character And that one. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go for an alpha strike here. Okay, Jaethal has a surprisingly cute voice. When she charges, anyway.
Away, you rascal! Fall, you knave!
Frost, good to hear. Thanks for the shout out. You're quite welcome. How are things with you, anyway? Okay, we win. Also physical might, +4. Okay, that's a +4, so strength and constitution. And leather armor. Plain leather armor, apparently. Dead guy with a psi. +2 psi. +2.
I'll share my pack.
I think the thing I love about psi is that the Greek letter psi actually looks like a psi. Although I should say that's the Greek letter psi spelled PSY in English, which actually gives us the first letter of the Greek word that gives us the modern word psychology. Frost, Shirley, good to see me. Excellent. It's always nice to see you hang around here. Yeah, when I get to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, what I'm really hoping is that they'll have improved the tiefling options. Because my options were basically non-human skin tones and red or blue. But my favourite colour for a tiefling is either purple or green. Okay, now I want to look at the ghost stone.
I
Oh, shit.
decree we set up camp.
So we're just going to rest. We'll look at the ghost stone.
The goddess made you her servant, but didn't explain what she wanted you to do.
How come you persist in trying my patience with such questions? One shouldn't put one's fingers into a mousetrap just to learn how their bones crack.
I mean, you can. Yeah, that would be a grounded move, I guess. Oh yeah, it's that time in the stream again. Yep, thank you, Nolus. Quote 156. All rise for the Bisected Brioche stream national anthem. What's Talon Peak? Oh yeah, that one quest I've soft locked. Okay, let's investigate the Ghost Stone, where I'm sure everything will be fine and dandy.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
Ghost stone, I'm investigating a ghost stone. You hear a strange, faint humming noise, like a swarm of locusts in the distance. Then suddenly the noise rises to a painful shrieking in your ears. Suddenly find you can make out words in the din. The words are disjointed and hard to make out, but someone is clearly trying to speak to you. Help! Yes! Who are you? Or what are you? Traveller. Way home. Friend. Jester. Jest. Escape. Trap. Pain. Wound. Blood. Powerless. Blood. Cold. Heat. Darkness. 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 Light. Predators. Attack. Run. Loss. Okay, Liefeld. There are words other than nouns, you know. Succeeded at Knowledge Arcana check. Drawing upon your arcane knowledge, you discern that the strange being, whatever it may be, has stumbled into a trap which turned out to be a portal and was injured. You are not sure what the predators are it mentioned, but they must have attacked the creature while it was on this side of the portal. Non-experience. Wish home. And thank you for the quote, Nolus. Oh, I'm up to quote number 720. Wow. Who sent you here and why? Friend, Jester, they. Isn't that D&D? What do you want? Zone, predators, multitude, powerlessness, help, defense, clean up, path, home. Succeeded at a wisdom check. You're able to piece the jumbled words together with some difficulty. Near as you can tell, the stranger is asking you to get rid of the mysterious predators that drove it away from the stone. Rescue, predators, banishment, death, reward, presents. Presents, you say? Where is this stone you speak of? Straight hill, top. I'll see what I can do. I'll go there now and take care of the predators. Home, wish, gratitude, presents. No idea who you're talking to just now, but it seems like we're in for another adventure.
Wonderful. Our fierce queen, who, mind you, has not taken leave of any of her senses, except for the common one, has struck a deal with her imaginary friends. My heart may rest easy. Surely these predators are nothing more than an unruly mob of meadow bunnies.
Oh, shut up, Jubilost.
Gaining the advantage, always smart.
How cute!
A thing. Okay, that's quite a lot of stuff. Torn book. This book is torn and covered in mud. Very little of the text survived, just a small fragment of a page spread. And this phenomenon is quite similar to what transpires in the Golden Lands, as a place the local populace refer to as the Ghost Stone. It is a hill surrounded by forest and crowned by a gigantic stone. People say that at night the hilltop emanates a bright light, while the hill itself is shrouded by a thick fog swarming with eerie, sinister shadows. The stone has resided at the hilltop since times immemorial, and those who could have recounted its tale or read the dead language of its inscriptions have long passed away. However, possessing most intimate knowledge of the history of Avestan, I can claim, with full certainty, that it is one of those places where the veil separating the planes of existence grows exceptionally thin. It is for this reason that portals to other worlds open in such places, through which all manner of mysterious creatures can travel. The folk tales show overwhelming evidence of this. The fog, the strange shadows, the noises. The stolen lands abound with such legends like no other part of this world, but for the dangers that await the would-be explorers in this wilderness, it is exceedingly difficult to investigate such accounts with due rigour. Okay. And I think I saw a law nature thing there.
Applause, please.
The corpse looks as if it was beaten to death with clubs and hammers. It has a number of broken bones and bruises, mostly on the shins and knees. That doesn't bode well. No less you heard thick fog swarming as thick fox woman, and you thought there was a kitsune around. No less, Jubilos AoEs must be pretty dang important to be dragging him along instead of knock knock. Yeah. Like, he can deal like 50 damage to every enemy in a burst. So he's pretty useful. Goblin Horse Reaper. The goblin is glaring at you, grasping his weapon tightly. His face is covered in mud, while grass and twigs can be seen poking from behind his eyes. Goblin steps back a bit and brandishes his weapon, but half-heartedly. He doesn't seem eager to fight. Succeeded at a perception check. In a heartbeat, you realise the goblin is not alone on the hill. Others, many others, are all smeared in clay and disguised with grass and moss, are lying motionless on the slope. Strangely, they don't attack. They're doing their best to remain still and blend in with the grass. Don't be afraid, I want to talk. What are you doing here? The goblin glances around and then responds, his voice raspy.
Need food. I catch lots legs. Fat, tasty log's legs.
The goblin lips his lips, smiling.
Jubilost. Goblins are willing to eat anything. But still, how hungry does one need to be to start hunting spiders?
See anything strange around here? Oh, I can just give him food.
Fat lots of legs. Never seen such fat before.
The goblin grins widely and licks his lips. What's that stone on the hill? The goblin shrugs.
It shine, it burn, no touch.
Give the goblin 3 rations. Here, if you're hungry, eat. As soon as he sees the food, he tears it all out of your hands and takes off, stuffing his mouth as he runs.
Mine, all mine.
Well, that was easy. Zamas. Help, path, home, joy, friend. Incredible. You get to see so many wonders in these lands. By the gods, what are you? Traveller, passerby, lost, wandering. So, what's your name? The creature emits a series of sharp clicks that vary in pitch. Most likely this is its name, but you would be hard-pressed to repeat it. So you're the one the goblins are after? Predators, murder, fear, hide and seek. You're limping. Are you hurt? Agreement, pain, enemy, run, loss. Where have you come from our world? Come from to our world. The creature in front of you is silent for a few moments, then speaks. Multitude, Fey, primeval. Jubilos's eyes widen. He pulls a notepad from his pocket and flips through it frantically, looking between us and the creature.
Wait, where was it? Right, I can't believe it. Do you know what this is? Goblins take me. This is a phase spider, straight from the first world. I have so many questions. Why did I never learn to speak Aklo when I had the chance?
I found a corpse in the bushes. Was it you who killed that traveller?
Past, innocence, fear.
I have helped you. Where is my reward? The strange creature in front of you points to the bushes it emerged from.
Bag, items, multitude.
The path is clear. I hope you find a way back. Farewell.
Grateful. Farewell.
Item received. Gold coins 200. Ah, that was nice. Knowledge Arcana. The stone's surface is covered in mysterious writing, but what interests you more is the stone isn't a stone at all, but a sealed portal from the looks of it. Amazing. And there's a free mushroom here. Right, the spider stirred a bush.
What do we have here?
Friendship lasts forever. This is my time to shine.
I'm positive I found something.
Oh, wow. Wand of Restoration Lesser. 22 charges. Heck yeah. And a composite short bow +2. Okay, I guess the spider just the money the spider handed over was the reward.
The
I
dangers
suppose
don't frighten me.
I suppose if the corpse was beaten to death, it was probably the goblins. Seeing a bit nervous. Yeah, I should probably get on with this. You've spotted peaceful travellers. Whomst? Yes, it's the Skelly. Okay. Don't think he's really got anything new. Sell the stuff I don't really need. Yep, and we're done. Can't claim that yet.
I decree we set up camp.
Great, it's a mountain pass map.
You cannot stand against me.
This spell has other uses.
Flat. Just too slow.
Ha! Primitives.
Despicable. Ha!
Welcome back, Nihilus. How's it going? Okay, is it in range? Just about. Nihilus doing good. Cat decides to join you. Heck yeah. Oh, as per usual, I'm going to need more information about your cat.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay, we'll just take a quick rest.
I like your acridity. At least one of my companions understands that empty praise and pointless politeness are only for weaklings and fools.
I'm glad we've come to an understanding, at least on that matter.
Nola, she's needing a blanket. Excellent. Is there a more beautiful sight than the cat making biscuits? I think not. Hey. The woman seems incredibly old and haggard. It's hard to believe she can move at all, let alone reach such wild places. But her dark eyes burn with a cold flame.
Why did you disturb a poor pilgrim? I live, perhaps, in my final days.
She suddenly trails off upon casting her eyes upon Jaethal.
Has Jaethal heard my pleas? I've been waiting for so long.
Jaethal does not seem pleased. She looks upon the old woman's pale and wrinkled face, barely concealing her disgust. You know, I think when I was a teenager and just sort of kind of an egg but not out, I'd probably consider Jaethal more transition goals than any of the tieflings. You may call me Jaethal. You guessed correctly. We serve the same goddess. In case you are unaware, a servant of Pharasma is chasing you. We could help you, but first I would like to know who you are and how you might prove yourself useful. The woman nods lifelessly.
I'm not surprised. The servants of Pharasma have chased me for nearly 40 years. My name is Taneka. What do you want to know?
Who are you? What do you want from us?
This cannot be explained in one breath. Long ago, I was a powerful priestess of Urgather, the leader of a secret coven. I had everything. Power, beauty, wealth, admirers ready to sacrifice their lives for me. I possessed the secret of Urgather's ritual, which grants the power to overcome death and old age. It demands the lifeblood of relatives as payment, but what of that? I had given birth to 2 adorable daughters and raised them in anticipation of the day when their youth and beauty would become mine.
Just a reminder, Jaethal and pretty much everyone associated with her quest is kind of a jerk.
But I was naive and overconfident in my power. I met an enemy who destroyed me and all my hopes for a second youth. But why would you care about the grief of a dying old woman?
Yes, the grief. You're the real victim here.
I still know the secret of the ritual and I can share it with you, O beautiful Jaethal. The ritual will grant you immense power. You can even become a living being again, if that is your wish. All I ask in return is that you prolong my life. Raise me as an undead. The other roads to eternity are closed to me, and I do not wish to die.
This offer sounds tempting. What do you say, Brioche? Wait, tell me more about what happened to you.
Tanaka takes a deep breath. My ritual. It demands the victim be properly prepared. Some time ago I took my daughters to the coven's underground hall and lulled them into a magical sleep. That was to last many months. However, I did not consider that the father of one of the girls, also an adept of Urgather, would put the life of his child above his passion for me. And all that we believed in and lived for, the fool secretly went to beg for help. And where? The Temple of Pharasma, no less.
Yeah, so Urgather is the god of the undead. Pharasma is the god of death and doesn't particularly like him.
The Lady of Graves is not highly revered in our country. Only 2 old priestesses lived at her temple, but when they learned the secret coven of Urgather operated in the city, they called their inquisitor for help. I remember him clearly. so young, so proud, a half-elf of rare beauty, thick brown hair and a gaze that burned with the certainty that it was his goddess's favourite weapon. He broke into the hall where I was preparing the ritual. We fought. The coven of Urgathoa against the Pharasmus Inquisitor and his 2 companions. Everyone died that evening except the 2 of us, but no matter how self-confident the young Inquisitor was, he could not defeat me. I remember the moment he realised it. I read it on his face when he lost his confidence for the first time. But then he rushed my daughter, still lying in slumber, and killed both in an instant. Then he turned to me and said, "No way out." And that was that. Okay, this guy was kind of a jerk as well. Were his mocking words a curse or just a guess? I don't know, but they bore the fruits of truth. No way out. My coven died and my secrets were revealed. I had to flee to hide from the Pharasmites in the backwoods. Down the rat hole, denying myself my usual luxuries. Without my daughters, I could no longer prolong my life and youth. Year after year, I tried in vain to conceive a child. Year after year, in desperate attempts, flights and hardship. My beauty and strength melted away, and I became a miserable, exhausted old woman. Jaethal's gift is now my only hope of escape from death. What an ominous story. It could make for a thrilling book, but no, I don't like those kind of characters or finales. You want Jaethal to kill you and raise you as undead, and in return you offer her the secret of a ritual? Exactly, Nihilus. 2 households, both alike in jerkitude. I do not think killing me is necessary. Only the pathetic remnants of my former strength support my body. I need only loosen my grip and my end will come swiftly. Yes, in exchange I offer a priceless secret. It can be used in many ways, to grant new powers or even a new life. What do you know about Jaethal? Why are you seeking her help? How could I not recognise the one chosen by the goddess? Her power in you shines like the full moon on a black velvet sky. I know that she can do many things, including sharing her gifts with others. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think it was just a couple of nights ago, oh wait, it was Saturday night. We had a blood moon. That was pretty cool. Just a massive, bright moon. Nihilus, what alignment is the just kill people option here, you wonder? Good question. What are you doing in the Valley of the Dead? I came here sensing the awakening of an ancient, powerful undead creature, hoping perhaps I could somehow scoop up a handful of incredible power, turn myself into an undead, and slip away from death. But it seems I'm too late. Tanaka whispers and lures her head. Yeah, so for those who missed it, that powerful undead creature was the last chapter's boss. Or like 2 chapters ago boss. Yeah, to be fair, Jaethal doesn't exactly hide the fact she's chaotic evil. Actually, no, I think she's lawful evil. Jaethal, I've made a decision. I'm listening. Despite her detached composure, the undead elf looks at you with tension in her eyes. She lowers her voice to a whisper. We might accept this offer, then change the agreement after I possess the secret of the ritual. I think I'm going to go chaotic neutral knowledge for knowledge's sake here. Knowledge is knowledge. Agree and receive the secret. Then I'll decide if we should use it or not. Tanaka looks at you with insane hope in her eyes. Then, with a trembling hand, she pulls a large scroll from somewhere under the rocks and hands it to Jaethal. I almost did not expect. I yearn to know that I have endless years ahead, instead of an imminent end. Give me this chance, sister, and be blessed by our goddess. Tanaka's eyes slowly fade as her life force leaves her decrepit body. A moment later, the woman falls heavily to the ground, dead. Jaethal looks at the corpse with disgust. Now, I propose we leave this carrion to the ravens.
This pathetic, weak, ugly creature was unworthy of her ergother, and even more unworthy of her gift of unlife. Okay, so what have we got? Notice you were talking about Taneka. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they're both not very nice people. So we've got Chaotic Good, which is just leave her dead, because, you know, obviously. Lawful Neutral, on in the deal, or Chaotic Evil. Raise her, because that would be very funny. I think I'll go Chaotic Good here. I am relieved that we can always find a common language, Brioche. Let's move on. I'm impatient to study this ritual and hunt down the half-blood. You got any loot? Oh no. The false merchant Nao walks towards you with an easy gait. His calm friendliness has disappeared like a mask fallen from his face. His clothes are decorated with the easily distinguishable symbol of Pharasma.
I hope you've settled all your affairs with the poor old exile. It was an interesting show to watch.
Time to explain yourself, Nao.
I don't have much to add beyond what I'm sure you already know. I'm the Inquisitor of Pharasma, and for almost 40 years I've hunted the undead and cultist of Ergothoa for the glory of the Lady of Graves.
Okay, so we just learned that he literally killed 2 young women just to spite that old woman who wanted to use them in a ritual. So it's not especially nice, you know.
I destroyed Taneka's coven. I tracked Jaethal into the wasteland and killed her, only to find that her hideous deity returned her to life. To put an end to that, I made use of a company of naive young elves from a camp near the Fawn River.
What a stunning frankness. Jaethal smiles lightly, almost affectionately. Did you imagine, half-blood, that those youngsters could handle me and their queen? And the queen?
Do not be so naive, Inquisitor. I held no hope that young elves would kill either you or your defender. No, I wanted you, rather, to kill them. And I did all I could to inform their relatives in Kyonin of the horrible violence you perpetuated. Retribution will follow, sooner or later. One lonely warrior of Pharasma may fail, but 3 elven clans will find a way to exact their revenge. There's no way out, Jaethal. Not for you.
Okay, I guess this guy's got a catchphrase. Notice, for some reason, you still have Magic the Gathering on your brain. In your opinion, Liliana would just raise her as a thrall, but you guess the game doesn't want to deal with the logistics. Oh no, I think that was an option. So you deliberately sent the elves to their death? They weren't undead. What grudge did you hold with them?
They were a necessary tool to complete my mission. In my youth, I thought the best decision was a bold, honest battle against apostates and monsters. But I've learned from my struggle against Taneka. There's nothing worse than seeing an abomination rise before you, and being powerless to strike it down. One must use any methods available.
Why did you kill Taneka's daughters?
They were necessary for a disgusting ritual, and their death was my only chance to prevent it. Do not forget who I serve. Their honest deaths and their soul's journey to Pharasma's judgment was a far better fate than their mother had prepared for them.
Yeah, this guy's kind of a jerk. Did you track down Jaethal right after her expulsion from Kyonin?
Immediately after the trial. I was born in Kyonin and often visited. It is uncommon for high society ladies to perform ritual murders for the glory of the Dark Goddess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the news quickly reached my native Greenhold, and soon came to me. When later, the elves sentenced her to exile. Rather than the usual life imprisonment, well, how could I stay away?
Nolis, to be honest, you're 60% sure that Johnny Chiodini named Oxventure's Big Bad after one of the Magic the Gathering's main characters. So XD. I mean, they could have. That's all well and good, but why do you come here now?
I want to talk to you, my queen. My hunt for Jaethal is the greatest work of my life. She is the living example of the hideous essence of the cult of Ugafoa, the distortion of the world order, and the triumph of the evil intentions of her vile deity. Even if I die today, the story will end the way I intend. But you can still change your own role in it, Brioche.
You've been playing games for too long, Zealot. Enio allows himself to smile for the first time.
I've heard this so many times, even amongst the priests of Pharasma. There are many who think my faith is insane, and my methods cruel and excessive. But that is the fate of the Inquisitor, loneliness.
Okay, so this is interesting. They're both the same class. I know I keep saying it, but for those who don't know, Inquisitors are basically sort of like a rogue equivalent of the cleric. So they're about literally, investigating non-believers and the like. Whereas the paladin's more about fighting battles for their deity, and the cleric's more of a sort of spiritual leader. The dead one's scum, of course, but at least she's our scum. She always helps in fights, but I don't like this other guy at all. He lied to us, told us tales, so let him beat it. Kanara, what use is a dead horse in the harness? Let's be rid of her. First she's lost her position and respect, then she lost her life. Who needs a servant like that? Okay. So we've got lawful good, side with an AO. Neutral good, side with Jaethal, because he's a jerk. Lawful neutral, side with Jaethal because she's your friend. Neutral, side with an AO, because it's the pragmatic thing to do. Neutral evil, side with Jaethal because she's a strong ally. Yeah, I'm gonna go with neutral good here. Neutral good. Side with Jaethal. You're a dangerous fanatic. Innocent people have died because of you. More blood may be spilled unless you're stopped.
Everything will proceed as I have planned, with or without me.
Well, let's begin this with every wizard's old friend. Maximised fireball.
Advance! Ha!
Nolas, Liliana's backstory is pretty interesting. I assume you mean the Magic the Gathering character. That'll do it. Splat. Okay, I was hoping that would get more of them. Well, I was hoping that other one would last a few more goes, but hey ho. Metakinesis maximised. Down he goes. Okay, I guess he's going to be talking a bit. I don't know if I want to waste a haste, but... Okay, that's excessive, Amiri. Where's the other one? Oh, they're over here. Guess you can't get good help these days. Shock dagger +1, flaming dagger +1. Not bad. Breastplate +2, ring of protection +2, scroll of curse of feeble body. Change that up +1. Masterwork longsword. Composite longbow. Amulet of natural armor +3. Ring of protection +3. Keen scythe. I wonder if there's an option to let him live, but I didn't get it because I completely splattered him. Well, not much else to do around here. You know what? I'm going to look in the Shimmering Glade. Okay, so it's a tomb. Is this tomb poisoned? Why is it called the Shimmering Glade when it's clearly a tomb?
Betrays them.
They choose to stand against me?
Okay, ancient soul eaters. Ooh, that's a lot of wisdom damage.
Unworthy.
Ooh, wrong button.
Stand down.
Okay, Jubilost. Ah, that's quite a lot of wisdom damage. Okay. They're resistant to it. That makes sense.
Wretched things. Bring it.
Ah, come on. Nearly had it.
You offend me.
Serves you right. Go, go.
Despicable. Tear them apart.
And that's the end of that, I guess. Now, what was in here? Clockwork pendant. This pendant grants its wearer a +10 bonus to movement speed. Slow and haste spells cast by the wearer have a duration increased by half, as if affected by an extended spell feat. Okay, I'm giving that to Lindsay. Because she's usually the one casting haste. Oh yeah. And that's a straight upgrade there. Well, guess we're done here.
Share my path.
Good mission, team. I mean, good job, team. Okay, we're coming up to 3 hours, so I think I might call it here. Well, we'll sort of return to... Why did it... Yeah, just see what's going on here. Sea dragons. Only a 35% chance to succeed. Okay, Amiri's nearly done, so she's a better choice for that. So I'll just rest. And then I can assign
Lindsay, I'm telling you for the last time. Stop checking whether I'm sleeping or meditating. I've told you 100 times I don't need sleep.
Fine, fine. I'm just curious whether you'd snore someday during meditation.
Lindsay is too precious. I suppose it's actually occurred to me that since obviously she canonically wrote the book about a book of these adventures and must have survived. The local officers prove themselves very bright and clever. They internalise these lessons and the army's strength is increased. Oh, failure. Okay, what was the one I wanted to sort out? Oh yeah, by Desna's paths. Okay, I believe in you, Tristanian. Tristian. Okay, no new regions to claim. Okay, I guess on Wednesday we'll be dealing with Brian Hart and whatever else is going on. But for now, I'll call it here. Hey. Oh, I hope everyone enjoyed that stream. I guess we'll find someone to raid. Switch to the break screen by accident there. Okay, what have we got? JT, well, Jonah's streaming Corpo Nation, the sorting process. An early access thing apparently. Goblin Helion streaming Hades. Noah streaming some more Legend of Zelda. I'll be honest, I'm kind of burnt out on Zelda streams, so... Yep, you have a good one too, Nolis. Yeah, I think it's between Goblin Helion and Jonah. I'll just roll a dice for it. Odd number, Goblin Helion. Even number, Jonah. You're welcome, Frost. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, that's 6, so I guess we're raiding Jonah. Let's check he's still live.
streams.
Okay, guess he's finishing up, so we'll raid someone else.
Thanks everyone for yanking me back in. I really appreciate your help.
Yep, so I guess we'll raid Goblin Helion instead. Okay then, Goblin Helion. I always forget how to spell the word Helion. So yeah, I'll be back with more Pathfinder Kingmaker on Wednesday. Thursday I'll be on Nick's channel for more D&D. Friday I'll be on Nick's channel again for more D&D. I'll probably do my Letters Inception stream on Thursday because it's it'll be a bit easier on me. And yep, aside from that, I hope you all have a lovely week. Thank you for dropping by, and we're going to raid in 3, 2, 1, let's go. And if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe.
That thinks my migraine makes me bad. Bree! Hi, Bree! Hi, hi, hi! Hello, Bree and bread friends. Bree and rolls.